Test, 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 test. Can you hear me? Is this mic work? Is this mic the good mic? Is this mic the bad mic? Does this mic work at all? La, 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 la. Wasting time? No, we're not wasting time. We're just making sure everything's going right. Yep. Okay. Yes. Good morning. Running a little late. I'm not used to all this setting up technology. But hey, we're going to make it work. Can you even see me? Oh, you can kind of see me. Sweet. All right. Well, we're going to go with it. We got early morning chest. I'm not one of those hustle culture guys that likes getting up at 3 a.m. every day. I do not do this every day. I do this once or twice a week. If I have to. Which lately I have to. And so I will. Getting up at 3 so I can get enough time in, honestly, to get hydrated, get fed, get awake, get my CNS woken up. Being able to spend a few hours in the gym and then go to work certain days a week is just what my schedule is right now. And I'm having a heck of a fun time doing it, honestly. I mean, like I said, I enjoy the grind. This is one of those rare times in a fella's life where you wake up at 3 in the morning and you say, yes, the alarm clock went off. I get to eat a nutritious bodybuilding breakfast that an expert coach crafted for me. I get to cook it, which also I kind of like doing. That's another thing I like doing, is cooking. So bodybuilding is kind of my thing. I really, I wish I had my life together way earlier, and someone told me what bodybuilding was way earlier, but it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, or I'm going to say that. That's what we're going to tell ourselves, right? Gosh, I wonder if I could put on like a dome light so you can kind of see. Is that too harsh? I don't know. Anyway, we got chest. We're going to do some presses. We're going to do some shoulders. Shoulders is another thing I got to bring up. Delts, specifically. I feel like I just got done talking about that. I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day a little bit. But you know what? If every day kind of looks like every other day in bodybuilding, that's kind of a good sign. If you feel like you're in that movie Groundhog Day, it's probably a good sign, huh? But yeah, we're gonna knock out some chest this morning. And I'm a good old Catholic boy, so I'm gonna help out with the fish fry in the afternoon. That's why I'm getting up at the butt crack of dawn to go hit chest, so I can go help my folks put on the fish fry. It's Lent. We're eating fish for our protein source. Nice lean baked fish. I would love some fried fish, but that is not on our nutrition plan. I did get a solid 5 hours of sleep, which I know is not great, but it was a good 5 hours. I feel pretty rested. I conked out right basically after I stopped recording the last video when I was doing cardio. After I hit that workhorse back day like we were talking about. It's gonna be, I don't want to call this a workhorse chest day, I don't know. Maybe we'll say this is a hustle culture chest day because I got up at 3 in the morning to do it, huh? I'm like one of those annoying hustle culture guys now. This damn camera won't stay put. I'm sorry. Ooh, we got lightning in the horizon. I don't know if it's happening often enough, I'll show you. It might storm today, which is exciting because we've had no rain for forever. And it's warm enough it'll rain. It's not going to snow. Because fuck that shit. You can keep that. Keep your snow, I'll take rain. Good soak, that's what we need. Anyway, God, I'm so fucking Midwestern talking about rain on the way to do a chest day. But I'm looking forward to really stretching out the striations of my chest and really getting a good pump in my chest, and trying to get used to the idea of just not, horsing around weight. Just, pardon my French, but we used to call muscle fucking, or I know that Bugenhagen guy always calls it horse cocking. There's a time and a place for all that, I'm sure, but I really need to focus on the connection and the stretch and the contraction, and because I'll really get lost in the middle of a set and just start heaving, and my form will go to hell just to, and I'm not even chasing a logbook. That's where my go-to is. That's like my resting RPM is just like fucking whatever that is. You know what I mean? If you lift weights, you start to slow down, and instead of going to like mechanical failure, you're like, well, I can just like, if I shimmy a little bit in the seat, or if I, kind of rock back, or if I just kind of give it some English, or if I kind of push my hips up, or if I, you start to become a power lifter about it, But we're bodybuilding this morning. We're bodybuilding. We're getting those quality reps. We're picking up, what was it? Picking up, coach said something about, it's like picking up $100 bills instead of picking up dimes or something like that. It's like every rep can help if you do it right. You can get a lot out of your workouts. I'm doing a lot lower volume workouts than I'm used to doing under the tutelage of Mr. Schultz. Apologize for my congested voice. Like I said, the nature around here is convinced it's spring, and everything's kind of throwing out allergens, and I'm allergic to every damn thing where I'm at. This is kind of like a pipe dream that I kind of have. It's a little bit of a fantasy, but it's well within reason, but it's just something that I think about, and I'm just like, well, dang, it would be really cool, because I do love where I grew up, but I am allergic to like every plant and seed and dust, and it's my body doesn't react well to the outdoors here, which is a shame because I do like the outdoors. But it's, if I could go to I've traveled around, and I really like Texas. I really like Florida, like the Treasure Coast of Florida. I've been out to Oregon. If this bodybuilding thing allows me to, or carries me, just in the flow of things, carries me to one of those places, I wouldn't complain. I'll say that. I'd even go as far as saying that if I had a vision board, it'd probably be on there. It'd probably be just like, those blue waters with white sands with the Treasure Coast, or the Texas. I don't mind the heat. I hate the cold. It's 47 degrees and I got a Carhartt on. I like to be insulated. I like to be warm. I like that. I like the hot, the humid weather. It opens up my sinuses. I just always feel right. I feel like I can properly express myself in that climate too. It's just, everything just feels like there's no barrier between you and the environments, and it's good that way. There's drawbacks, to everything. There's pros and cons. I got family here. I got friends here. I got I'd miss people, but it's like also, man, my wife's also been taking classes on doing wetland. She's a water quality coordinator and scientist for the Ponca tribe, and she is taking wetland classes and going to conferences about wetland stuff just in case my bodybuilding career takes off and we get to move to like, I want to, like, Port St. Lucie, Florida. I did like a Google AI thing where it's like, what if there's a up and coming pro bodybuilder with a water scientist wife looking to start a family in the southern part of the United States, where would they go? And it's like Port St. Lucie, Florida. And it's like Chris Bumstead, you know, however many time Mr. Olympia in the classic division, starting, you know, he's got a gym down there, and it's was a Raw Athletic Club, I think. And the price of living there is pretty good. It's an expanding city, and so it's expanding. So like my wife would have a lot of opportunities for, you know, like you always got to get environmental sign-offs on everything when you're expanding a city, and that's kind of right up her alley. So she believes in me so damn much that she's going to conferences that qualify her to get jobs down there if my absolute dream comes true. Now, isn't that sweet? Isn't that the nicest thing that you've ever heard? Isn't that's prettier than a little red wagon going over a hill, isn't it? Cute as a button, that act is, and it's just, and that shit motivates me, you know. Well, it motivates me anyway. It motivates me like you wouldn't believe. Someone believing in you that much, they're you know, they're getting ready for your success, like as if it's you know, it's an impending fact that okay, well, hell, and I'm committed. And everybody around here, all my friends and all my family, you know, the more I am open about, because I used to be kind of sheepish about my even when I wasn't a bodybuilder, I was just like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna go work out. I may not make a big deal out of it, you know, or whatever, and just like, yeah, I might try for some powerlifting records, but whatever, you know. And it's just like, I'm not trying to like shove it in people's faces, because, you know, there's no one around here really truly respects it anyway. Honestly, it's like people around here are pretty blue collar and no nonsense, and bodybuilding, let's be honest, let's not take ourselves too seriously. It's a lot of nonsense. It's almost entirely nonsense, but you know what? I love it. I love it. It's fun. It agrees with me. I love cooking. I love taking care of myself. I love dieting. I love lifting. I love the athletic part of it. I love even the political part of it. I love how you have to maybe schmooze a little bit to get somewhere. I kind of like that. I like how, because you know what? I like talking to people. I like shaking hands. I like getting out there. I like knowing people. I gotta keep my eye out for deer. I've hit 3 in the last year. I've been really good my whole life. Around here, there's whitetail like sick, and haven't hit a deer my like whole life, which is crazy. And then last year, I hit 3, bam, bam, bam. But you know, knock on wood or whatever, you know. Anyway, I'm rambling. My coffee's hitting me. I'm starting to foam at the mouth. I'm starting to become annoying. I'm a little much when I get in my zone. People who know me will tell you he's a little much when he gets excited, and oh boy, I'm excited because it's chest day and it's 4:07. Hopefully gonna get in and unrack by 4:15 is the goal, so I'm gonna hammer down. I might speed a little bit to get there, but all right. Next time you see me, I'm gonna be probably benching. I don't know if you can tell on the phone, but it's super foggy, super humid, which I'm loving. Feels good. Filling my lungs up with humid air. On the way to the gym. So that was like, an ill-advised 1 rep max, 9 weeks into a cut for like 445 pounds. Very stupid. Yes, yes. Please rip me apart. Please spit on me. I am subhuman, I know. Sometimes you just gotta scratch the itch, though. I know I lectured the whole way over here on how not to horse cock weight, but hey, that's over with. We got it out of the way. Now we're gonna really focus on some side laterals. And we'll do some pec flies, and we'll do some stuff that's really targeted. We're gonna do some bodybuilding actually right now that we're a half hour into the session. All right, here we go, come on. I've really been spamming these single arm cable reverse fly thingamajiggers. I don't know, they're just the best for hitting that rear, like the rear delt and only the rear delt, if you can really focus in on it. Once you get in the groove, it really hits it well. And it is something I need to bring up because I've done a lot of pressing in the past, and my front delts are probably, everything needs to grow, don't get me wrong. But right now my rear delt's got to catch up, so I've been hitting them between sets of stuff and before cardio or after cardio, or while I'm waiting for my eggs to cook or my oatmeal to cook in the morning. I've just been with a band or something, I've just been trying to, if nothing else, find that connection. And once I get more efficient, I'll be able to hit them probably only like twice a week or whatever, but I've been hitting them damn near every day in one way or another, just to get it dialed in so that I can grow them, that's just the whole game, is growing very specific parts of the body is what we do. Don't be dirty with that one now, okay? I know how the internet can be. All right, I gotta concentrate now. Quit distracting me. Come on. 2, 3. I'll only film the one side, you get the idea. I don't know if you can tell from where the camera's at, but these dumbbells are, the handles are so damn, some high school kid's been obviously attempting to shrug these things or something and dropping them. So they're bent to hell, so you got to put your wrist in a very specific place so they don't roll out of your hand when you're putting them above your head. Isn't that fun? All right, let's get after it here. One more. All right, let's get it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I see why they dump them. It's because they're heavy. Shit. Hand placement's always tricky on these. I swear they feel different every day. Sometimes it feels better. Sometimes it feels better in the middle, and sometimes it's like doesn't feel as good. That feels pretty good, huh? Okay, come on, lock in, you fuck. All right. I'm running late, so this has got to be a quick one. Quick pump check. Just a check. Check it for down, not check it. Check if I have a pump. Which I do. These early morning workouts sometimes. Oh shit, you probably can't hear me. These early morning workouts, it's hard to get a pump because you don't got enough food in you. But despite being really flat, I don't look that flat. For being flat, I'm not that flat. I don't look damn bad. For being 5 in the morning, depleted and tired as hell. That's pretty good. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm late. I gotta go to work, guys.